Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my review for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 2, Episode 1. Okay, y'all already know to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Okay, y'all know the links to subscribe to this channel, to subscribe to my other channel. Always go to the description box below for those links. Okay, you can also make sure to like the video, comment in the comment section, hit the little share button, and share on your social media. Y'all know to relax, to relate, to release, center yourself and everyone around you and stuff. Okay, do not forget to always inhale and exhale. Because sometimes we forget to breathe and whatnot. Okay, and yes, follow me on social media on IG. It is J_Lees_Corner, and on Twitter it is JayLeesCorner. Y'all know to subscribe and to like. The links to my social medias is also in the description box below every single video. Okay, so yeah, season 2. Um, I watched season 1 a little bit, not all the way bit, but I want to fully review season 2. The foolishness, felonies, and fights among friends is what I feel like this whole season will be. Okay, but let's move on from there. Now, y'all know new season, new confessional looks, which means let's talk about it. Okay, so first up we have Jen Shaw. The fact that she has two different faces is weird to me. Okay, I'm gonna leave that be. It could be because her hair not she her hair ain't snapped up to make her face look different. But I like both of these looks. I love the high pony. Even the hair being down, they're both cute. I prefer the which makeup do I prefer? I love a red lip. Y'all know I love a red lip. So I think I like the red lip look better. The white outfit looks, real Iceland, ice queen, cold as ice to it or whatever. But again, I prefer the red look, but that's just me. Okay. Now we also have Meredith. Um I just feel like, excuse me, both looks are fine. Both looks are fine. At the same time, it's like both looks don't look like it's something she would have picked, in my opinion. I don't mind the, Bob look is really, really cute. I love the dress. It's a lot of cleavage. But I'm like, whatever. And then even the pullback pony, this feathery look, it reminds me of 13 going on 30. What was it, Jennifer Gardner? Yeah, like a 13-year-old trying to look cute, and that's just what it reminds me of. And again, I don't mind either look, but I feel like somebody, like she's not wearing the clothes are wearing her. And so that's what I get from this look. Again, she does not look bad, okay? But the clothes are wearing her. And you should always be what's wearing the clothes. Now on to Heather. It's like I don't the hair is fine. The hair is fine. The surgical face stuff is fine because we can clearly see she's had some work done to her face. Okay, because her in this green and black outfit, her face looks surgical. Okay, y'all know my rule. If you've had things done to your face surgically, that's when I can speak on them. Okay, not if it's your natural face. This ain't her natural face. Okay, I do not like either outfits. I don't. I don't know why I don't like it. I just don't like it. I wish I could style her, but she don't know me. But I like her hair. But I really wish because like in the sequency outfit, her face looks great. But in the other one, her face looks like it's had some things done. Okay, her eyes have been tweaked, her cheeks have been tweaked. Things are tweaked in this other photo in this lime green and black thing, and she looked perfectly fine in this shimmery silver shit. Okay, but I still want to put her in something different. Like your two confessional looks should not be the exact same look but with different material. And that's what this is. They're both the exact same outfit, around the neck and all, just different material. Okay, honey, please do better. And don't touch your face no more. You look great. Leave it alone. Okay, don't do that. Honey, on to Mary. Big wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on burning. And she's rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. I don't know why that song popped in my head. Now her in this look right here in the golden jacket with the long hair being out, she looks amazing. Okay, over here. This right here, this is amazing. Whoever styled your hair, your makeup, the clothes, they did great. If you did that, kudos to you. Now let's look over here. I mean, it's cute and all, and I get it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't dislike it, but I also feel like it's not as fierce as this one over here. Okay, I really prefer the gold jackets confessional. Again, this one isn't bad. It's not bad. I just prefer the other one. Girl, but at least she looks better. Her confessionals are 100% upgraded from last season. So we're going to leave it at that, okay? Now we have newbie Jenny, okay, who also had her two looks. This is a way, in my opinion, which is different from Heather, okay, how you have the same material. Okay, the same material in two different styles versus having the exact same style in two different fabrics. Okay, so look, same shiny, glittery, sequently fashion fabric, but in two different looks, and both looks to me work. She looks different in both. Okay, it's like, is that your auntie? And your other auntie? Is that your two aunties? It's like, I don't know. But again, I love both looks. Her makeup looks better in the blue to me. Her cheeks are very, very rosy in that orange number, and I don't know why. But again, she's new. She looks fine. Let's let it go. Okay. We also have Lisa. This shirt, this purple shirt, Lisa. I'm like, who put that on you and why? It looks like a saggy vagina. Her shirt looks like a saggy vagina, and who wants that? Now, the black outfit, I like that shirt. I like that top. That's fine. Okay. But again, I don't like the saggy vagina one. And then lastly, we have Whitney, who only had one look. This a little cold, little one shoulder out. This to me is basic. Okay, it's still cute. It's not anything wrong with it, but it's just a typical. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, or whatever. That's what it is. We're gonna leave that be. Anyway, those were all the confessional looks of the ladies. Okay, now let's get to the episode. Now we see Jen and Home or whatever. They have moved into a new house, and she was on a little visit from Lisa. And because the lease was up on that other chateau that we all knew they did not own or whatnot, okay, they're in a new chateau, okay, the new chateau part two, or whatever she calls it, okay. And I was like, well, fine, fine, fine. So when she's talking to Lisa, which we all like, oh, so y'all real, real cool now? Even though Jen and Meredith, okay, let that be. Because Lisa thought Meredith was okay, gonna let that be. Because it's just weird to see, Jen and Lisa be so buddy buddy, knowing that Jen has issues with Meredith, and Meredith and Lisa are really good friends. So again, it's a weirdness amongst this conversation, but I'm gonna let that go. I don't know why they're buddy buddy so much unless they're trying to be like Pinky in the brain and don't ever take over the world. So Lisa comes over and Jen brings up how it's been a hard it's been a hard time in general because about 6 months ago I almost got divorced. Okay, what? What? You was almost divorced? What? So she brings up how basically Sharif, her husband, who was a college football coach, was really tired of her shit. That's really what it boiled down to. Jen had the whole attitude, anger, aggressive issue. Okay, she would just get aggressive and angry for no reason and flip out or whatever. And he got tired of it. Okay, she said, I felt like what he felt like he couldn't be the better me or he couldn't help better me or whatever. So he felt like if he couldn't fix me, that he was the problem. So he should leave me. I'm like, that don't even sound right. He know you an issue, but he can't fix you, so he leaves you, girl. If you say so, Anyway, she brings about, she had been aggravated with him not being around or whatever, but she signed up to be a football coach's wife, which means your husband will be gone a lot because they have all these away games. She had to realize what she signed up for. Okay, so they're now in counseling or whatever, trying to work things out. And I'm like, girl, if you thought the stress of you being an asshole was something, wait to the stress of you being a felon. Here's that man, okay? But anyway, with them two, chit chatting and whatnot, it was a boring conversation a little bit, okay? Now Lisa gets into, well, no. Jen brought up how for her, she just happy to be in a better place with her husband, which makes Lisa bring up how, wow, how about you can be that way uh with the ladies too. Okay. Now Lisa does not want to be in the middle of Jen and Meredith's bullshit, but I'm looking like, well then don't be. Stop picking Jen's side. Stop being so, buddy buddy with Jen to make Meredith feel some kind of way. Because sometimes you can be too buddy buddy, which makes it seem like you're picking sides. Okay, when you are up and defending Jen to the high heavens, it's some bullshit afoot. It's some bullshit afoot. You can want to be friends with both of them, but you can't do that when you're only ever seeing one person's point and making the other person feel like, well, you don't get how she feels. No, bitch, you should not tell me anything about what I should do. Stay out of it. Or give her that same advice, and she does not do that. Okay, now because she said, I know Meredith is not happy with me and Jen, being real cool and buddy. I think it's because it seems fake and fugazi. I think it's because you should see what Jen doing and wrong thing, and what Jen doing and Jen on BS. But you're ignoring it as if, oh, what's a big issue? It's like, but it is because Jen out here talking about people that she should not be, and she doing it anyway. But again, I'm gonna do what? Let that go. I'm trying to delete some of these old photos so I don't click on them by accident. Anyway, but Lisa says she feel like the same thing that Heather Whitney did to her is what Jen is doing to Meredith. But I'm like, I don't believe that because Heather and Whitney's issue was you're basically a bitch. Like basically. And with Meredith and Jen, I think Meredith's issue is she's talking shit about my family and my son. So I'm pissed off about that. But you feel like, oh, they're attacking my character. They're lying on my character. You are a bitch. Okay, you fussing with Heather. Everybody of y'all knew each other in college, girl. Get out my fucking face. Anyway, we do see Meredith and Heather then have a little conversation at at Meredith's new house. Now I'm like, is everybody getting new houses? Are they giving out free houses? Jen got a new little house with little view, and now Meredith has one too. And I'm like, I mean, when the fact that Heather really came over there from skiing. I'm like, oh, people really ski. Like, I'm like, she's in full out ski gear, stopping by her friend's house, but I'm gonna let that be. But again, Meredith's new house, her and Seth are moving forward. They moved out that last house, got a whole fresh start. They want to work things out. Okay, he's gonna be there about 50% of the time. I'm like, how are you working on a marriage, but he still ain't here all the time? Like I feel like when you're fixing shit, that's the one time he should be there or be square, okay? But they didn't talk about shit besides Heather's daughter going to college or getting ready for college or whatever. And the daughter, like, I'm not going to no, Mormon school. Heather don't even want her to do that. Heather wants her daughter to be able to experience life more than what she did. Because again, they said that I was a good time girl, but I really wasn't. So I want my daughter to earn her good time girl, uh, uh, I guess status. I'm like, you want to be a slut? No, because I mean, Lisa was calling you a slut. She was, okay? But I get she wants her daughter to just live life, okay? Have fun as a kid or whatever. Go to college and learn things, part a little bit. You know, just don't do nothing dumb and whatnot. Again, that's all I got from that conversation, okay? Now we then have Whitney. Whitney house at the house with her family with her. Whitney's 34. Her husband is 52. They have an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old. But he also has some sons. Her stepsons are 23, 26 and 29. They're her age. They at the house having a birthday party, okay, doing shotskis, okay, and she's the mother doing the shotskis with y'all are the same age. Okay, she brings up how sometime when they, come over and whatnot, they would come over people who she's went to school with because why? She is their age, especially the one who's 29. Okay, especially him. I'm gonna leave that be. But again, she's talking about her little skincare line that she's making and whatnot. She's trying to do some rebranding for that and whatnot. It's cool, cool, cool. It's cool for her to say how she was buying other people's stuff, having to mix it together to get what worked for her skin because she had really, really bad skin. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, but she's like, I just ready to, have my own company, make my own money or whatever, and not have to be relying upon no man or whatnot because I am tired of sucking dick for money. I'm like, not tired. When she said, I'm tired and I don't want to do this, I'm like, you don't want to suck dick no more? You should not be out here sucking dick for money. No, don't do that. No. But again, they having cake. Well, no, they was going to have some cake. She dropped the cake the first time, picked it up off the floor, okay, to have them eat some more cake. And then the cake for a second and the third time, because God said, leave that cake while I left it, my child, on the floor. Okay, I knocked it down the first time for a reason. You picked it up and I knocked it down again. You picked it up again. I knocked it down. Do not eat that cake, my child. I'm like, Whitney was drunk. But again, fine, fine, fine. But if she like her life, her husband, or her stepkids who her same age, honey, all peace beyond to them. Okay. Anyway, we then have Mary. Mary is now working on a podcast. She's working on her own podcast. Honey, she said during the pandemic, she was alone. Her husband was in Florida and he was stuck there because he did not want to fly back. He was scared to fly back. So for 6 months during the pandemic, she was all alone. Okay, because her son who was there too, but her son, he wasn't talking to her. He like, Mama, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hang out with you. I'm doing my own thing. So Mary said she was walking around her house talking to herself. She would talk to herself, talk to her mannequins or whatever. I'm like, girl, it's okay. I talk to myself sometimes too. Now, I don't talk to the objects in my house, but sometimes I'll say, did you cut the stove off? Did you lock the door? I'll do that. But when she said, I said, girl, don't talk to that to the mannequins. Don't do that. But anyway, her little friends had a little podcast, just to preach, to help or whatever. Now, when she asked the dude to say a prayer, he went to a whole sermon. She's like, no, 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 no. Calm down. First of all, I'm going to start calming on down. Let me show you how to do this, okay? Lord, Father God, we come to you today to ask for your praise and your mercy. And she did a little normal, calm, not long and drawn out prayer, okay? So like we can't be around here doing too much because people may not want to listen to Hall or whatever. But again, they then were talking about how you saying back in the day, hanging out, partying, having fun, how kids these days has access to so much that, they sometimes may not be on the right path or whatever because there's all these distractions and whatnot. They admit how they back in the day, smoke weed or whatever. I feel like the men may have done more than just weed and did not want to say or was going to say and then caught they stuff. I'm going to leave that be. But again, things are different now. Now, she also brings up our first son that he's in that, weird finding his way stage where he's like, I'm trying to figure things out, but also not figure them out because mama can keep paying my way or whatever. And she like, I do not want to keep having to support him his whole life. I need him to find what he wants to do in life and do it. Okay. I'm like, please do. Please do. Now, she also brings up how um for her, when she was younger, she always felt like that she did not fit in. She still feel like she does not fit in, and that because people didn't like her when she was younger. So she always felt like she didn't get love from people. That's probably why she married her step grandfather. But she's like, I found God. Okay, and once I found God, it made me feel okay. And so for me, I don't trust humans. I just trust the God that's in me because I'm here. I was born for God, I'm here to spread the gospel. And I was like, Mary's very, very kooky, but cool too. But she's real kooky, kooky, or whatever. And I don't, it's like you don't trust humans. Are you an alien? I don't like humans sometimes, and I do. I have a shirt. I have a shirt on my Teespring web that does say humans are aliens, but again, it's really cute. But I was like, I don't trust people. I would not say I don't trust humans. That's just, a little bit weird. Anyway, we then meet newbie Jenny. Now, Jenny has been married for 14 years. They have 3 children. Her husband, Dooley, is a chiropractor. Now, she's friends with Lisa. Her and Lisa have been friends for 10 years. Their older sons, who are like 15 and 16, were best friends in like grade school or whatever. So, again, that's how they met. Now her little daughter who said, I get all A's, because we're Asians, not B. We're I get all A's because I'm Asians, not Bejans. I was like, girl, come on now, this is so cute. Okay, it's very cute. Now she brings about she was, born in Vietnam, how they came here on a boat, and she had to explain how old she is. She's like, I'm 45. No, no, no. I'm 43 because on paper, when we came here, I was 7. My dad, made it seem like I was 5 because he wanted me to be able to start school in kindergarten. So on paper, I'm 2 years younger than what I really am. So again, I'm 45 in real life, but on paper I'm 43. I was like, I mean, is that illegal? Like, can she be like, is it fraud if you've been faking your age all these years? You were 2 years. If you were in any sports, you were an adult. That means you were like 20 in high school. That's crazy. Girl, that's kind of crazy. Anyway, but they came here, that happened or whatever. But again, she also brings up how they came over on a boat. They were captured by Thai pirates. Okay, they were then held at Thai refugee camps for 3 years until an American mission, Christian mission, came and sponsored them and brought them to America, or whatever. And they came over here, and they became they converted to be Christians, and then when she met her husband, who was Catholic, she then converted to be Catholic or whatever. And I'm like, fine, fine, fine. Now there was a conversation between her and Lisa. I was not listening. I really was not. I hope it was something entertaining, but I was like, girl, I'm not listening. Because the son was getting his back cracked by the husband. It was just too much going on. It was just a lot going on today. But again, we're gonna move on past that. Okay, we even see a little scene of Jen, her house, her family having a little birthday party for her son who was turning 27. The auntie who was the one who had both her legs cut off was there. I was like, I'm not gonna stand up or whatever. But she has the prosthetic legs. I'm like, why is Jen lifting her dress up to show her? I was like, Jen is so stupid. She gets on my nerve right there. I'm like, girl, don't lift up that lady's skirt. Don't do that. Jen, what is wrong with you? Anyway, and Jen gonna say, no one smells like the hospital now. Uh I hope not. I hope y'all don't steal, girl. She smells like, expensive perfume. Yeah. And I was like, Jen, you just stupid. Now, Jen brings up how her beef between her and Sharif and them almost divorcing, put a strain on the family because her dad has passed away. The granddad has passed away. So Sharif is the male figure of the family. So, we, divorce or whatever, if we divorce, like it kind of strains everything. So again, we just gotta kind of stay together, okay, to make it work. And I was like, girl, okay, we're gonna move on past that too. Now we then see it was Heather, Whitney, Mary, and then Meredith. We have a little lunch, okay, that Meredith called, and she lets them know that her father passed away. I was like, oh shit, okay. Now, made me crack, and I was so sad. Um, but her father had dementia. He had been sick for a while, but she brings up how she felt like she had lost him a long time ago, mainly because mentally he had not been there. For a while. When you have dementia, like your brain, like your mind go, and so the person you were, you kind of aren't that anymore. And so she felt like I'd already lost them. So that was that. But again, she brought up how, but still losing him physically, you know, is very, very painful. And I'm like, that's true, true. But we know that Heather dad and also Mary dad had passed away a few months before because they spoke about it at the reunion, which was about 2, 3 months ago. So again, on to the mess. Heather brings up how she has not talked to Jen or Lisa recently, and she's like, I know I have to probably talk to Lisa and I have to apologize to her, okay? But with Jen being on social media, whatever, calling me racist or whatever, I'm upset with her for that. So I can talk to Lisa, but that damn Jen is on some bullshit. I'm done with her. She gets on my damn nerves or whatever. And so Mary brings up, well, yeah, she called me racist, okay, in the last season or whatever. So again, Jen has been known to say these just random ass things, to be accusing folks of things and then kind of just running with it, and they don't like it, okay? They don't like it at all. Now, when Meredith brings up how Jen has been saying many, you know, homophobic things about my son, Brooks or whatever, and I don't like it. Like she's even liking things on social media that are, negative about my son. I've seen it or whatever, and it's bullshit. And when she brings up how I talked to Lisa about it, but Lisa like does not acknowledge that it's going on. She does not want to see the tweets that Jen is liking about my damn son because Lisa's a fucking idiot. And for some reason, she's up there sucking upon Jen's teeth, and I don't know why. Because my thing is, you would never be able to say anything about my people, okay, about my kids, and think it's cool. That ain't how we rock. That ain't how we go. And then she brings up how, she's like, talking about these things or whatever, when my son has never even spoken about his sexuality, okay? He is still figuring things out. And I was like, okay, because he may not be gay. He could be bisexual. He could be what. He could be whatever. He may not even be. I don't know. Okay. Her point was he has not talked to her about his ways. He hasn't even talked to me. So her liking things and saying things or whatever is very aggravating. Okay. And then they wonder why she don't talk shit about Lisa. True. Why isn't Jen talking shit about Lisa? We don't know. And Whitney made a good point. Like, Jen was out here talking shit about her kids, about Lisa's kids, that, I'm sure she would be pissed off if you were acting buddy buddy with her then. So again, they make it a point in where Lisa is basically being two faced, okay? And Meredith said, I feel like, Jen needs a friend right now. It won't be me. And I was like, girl, she needs a friend, a lawyer, a cellmate too. Anyway, we see Meredith, her family having a little ceremony. Was it a Shabbat? It's whatever you do in Jewish faith to honor someone who's passed away. I think it's a Shabbat. But she invited over Lisa because Lisa is also kind of Jewish, but she's also Mormon. I don't know. Anyway, but it's like we're supposed to be good friends or whatever, even though she's more friendly with Lisa. Lisa with Jen. So Meredith and Lisa have a conversation or whatever. Now, Lisa admits that she has recently been closer to Jen, okay, and not as close as Meredith. And she wants to clear the air because she does not want to have any issues with Meredith. Then stop defending Jen. The whole thing is you're kind of putting yourself in the middle by never being neutral and consistently trying to support Jen and making Meredith feel like she has to like accept whatever Jen's doing. And I call bullshit and stuff, okay? And so they discuss, basically Jen and Meredith, but also Lisa and Heather. And Meredith feels like, well, I talked to Heather, and she did say that she knows that she talked to you to say sorry, and she said that without me even have to prompt her to do that. Meaning, I'm having conversations with folks who you don't get along with or whatever, but I would have told her to say sorry, but she said it first. So when you hanging out with Jen's ass, if you're not asking her to come clean and talk to me and say sorry, then what kind of friend are you? Okay. And when Lisa then say in rebuttal to, what Heather wants to talk to you. Well, you need to give Jen a chance to talk to you, whatever, to apologize, tell you why she's hurt or whatever. And then saying, because when she's hurt, she fights back. And I was like, you still protecting and projecting and trying to make it seem as if Jen can't do shit wrong, or because Jen feels some kind of way because she's sad and upset or whatever, that she has the right to say up shit to people. She does not have that right now at the all or whatever. And Meredith, like, look, she owed not only me, but my family a whole fucking apology, okay? Because I'm not finna be out here debating with her. I'm not finna be out here letting her get all in my face. I don't want the whole, you know what I'm saying? I don't want any of that, okay? She should apologize for what she said about my kid or whatever. And you can't let her use the excuse of, oh, I'm sad as a reason to accept her bad behavior. I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm not gonna do that shit at all. And then when Lisa said, well, how would you feel? You know what I'm saying? Well, no, she said how that's how she feels about Heather. Like, well, don't make me have to accept her bad behavior for why she's saying bad things, because she's going through things. I'm like, but it ain't the same or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And, matter of fact, I think our ages are different. Lisa is mad at them for just saying some bullshit about, when they met or whatever. Jen is literally coming for my family and talking shit about my kid. Like, that's completely different. All up and doing whatnot, okay? And Lisa, like, look, we up here beefing. Not Lisa. Meredith asked her if Jen was out here talking shit about your kids, would you be cool with that? Would that be okay? And the way Lisa was backpedaling and pushing back, well, I think Jen was maybe humiliated when Brooks said that he saw her cooch. Well, guess what? And because of that, she lashed out. This is my thing. Brooks could not have said he seen her cooch if her legs was on the floor. Your legs were open in the air. Wear panties. Keep your legs on the ground. And how can that embarrass you? How? How? No one should be able to accidentally see your cooch if you do things right. Okay, I'm gonna leave that be. And Lisa is still defending Jen, even in not wanting to fully answer the question on if the roles were reversed and she was talking shit about your kids, would you be cool with her? No, you would not. You would piss a fucking fit. And that is why Lisa's fake and fugazi. Okay, but I'm gonna leave that be because that is the end of my review. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed. Do not forget to like the video, comment in the comment section, follow me on social media. The links are all in the description box below. And other than that, I will talk to y'all later. I will see you when I see you.